Good Sunday afternoon. The Giants will head home. Will head to Miami very happy as they beat the Nationals 2-0. This is Giants Roundup. This is Sunday, June 10th. You can follow on Twitter. Of course, join the Crew and Kai page on Facebook. And most importantly, please be kind and hit that subscribe button. Yes, it not a lot of offense today, but you know what? That home run by Brandon Crawford was the difference maker today. That was the offense today. It was all pitching all the time today. Really good job by the starters today. Good quality start out of Derek Holland today. 5 scoreless innings. He might be sticking around for a while. So it could, especially with Johnny Cueto nearing a rehab assignment within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'll look up Johnny Cueto right now, see what his status is. But I do know Johnny Cueto's nearing a rehab assignment. Okay, he just had a bullpen session. So it looks like he'll be all right, he wants 2 more bullpen sessions and then have some light batting practice before going on a rehab assignment. So definitely I think probably either the week of the 17th or the 24th, we possibly could see Johnny Cueto go on a rehab assignment and certainly rejoin the rotation by the end of the month, which now with Holland's been good. 4.54 ERA, not too terribly bad. 5 scoreless innings today, only allowed 3 hits. I'll take that any time. And the bullpen was excellent today. Mark Melanson, a scoreless inning out of him. Sam Dyson, a scoreless inning. Tony Watson, a scoreless inning. Hunter Strickland, a scoreless inning. So really excellent job. And the bullpen did not give up a hit at all. Really great outing. And what can I say about Crawford? He is probably going to he's going to head into his second All-Star game this year. But the difference with this one, he is likely going to start this All-Star game. We'll see what happens when the ballots are, but he's definitely a candidate to start this year's all. He went 4. He was the hit. Got Crawford got all 4 hits for the Giants. The only other hit came from Austin Jackson. So Panda. He didn't get any hits, but he walked twice. Really good patient hitting by Sandoval. Patient at bats by Pablo today. And Bryce Harper going 0 for 4 today. And I think I really think that this was the first time since the brawl that Strickland faced Bryce Harper and he got him out. Really good. That's got to be a feather in your cap for Bryce Harper. So that for Strickland, excuse me, there. And Max Scherzer, he certainly wasn't bad either. He gave up the 2 earned runs. Normally, in normal situations, you'd be in line for a win, but he did not get the run support today. And when you got to put that's a feather in the Giants' cap when he can beat a Max Scherzer. He 113 pitches, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. Just did not get the run support today. Derek Holland was just a skosh better, and the bullpen was better today. And now the Giants, after this win today, they're tied for second place with the LA Dodgers at 33 and 32. They are both 2.5 games back of Arizona. Colorado falls to 4th place after losing today, after getting swept by the D-backs. And the Friars, they're not too far out of it either at 31 and 36. So it is a 5-horse race here. It's going to be nip and tuck, and it's going to come down to the trade deadline. Who wins the trade deadline could really realistically win the division this year. And who knows when and LA certainly who knows when Clayton Kershaw is going to return. But Goldschmidt's starting to find his bat, and that's definitely helped things out for the D-backs. But now the Giants play the Marlins play the Marlins next, and that's really never an easy series. Miami's always played the Giants rough. They're 23-42. At this pace, they may avoid a 100-loss season, but maybe this would be a good opportunity tomorrow in Miami to get Madison Bumgarner his first win of the year. He'll be up against Wei Yin Chen, so that's a very winnable game there. And then after that, they will. And then game 2 will be Chris Stratton against Trevor Richards. Okay, this is a four. No, it's a 3-game. No, it is a 4-game series. They played Miami for 4. Wednesday's game will be Caleb Smith against Andy Suarez. That will be a 4 o'clock game. All these will be 4 o'clock afternoon games, except for Thursday's game. There'll be no show that day. And that will be Derek Rodriguez against Dan Straley. And I certainly think Rodriguez would like to get that bad taste out of his mouth in Miami. So certainly there's certainly something there. And then after they play Miami, they go to LA for 3 this weekend before coming home to play the Marlins again. So they do get the Marlins on the road, and then they go to Dodger Stadium right after the matinee game on Thursday. Then they go to LA for 3. That's never easy, but maybe not. The rotation for the Dodgers is kind of walking wounded. Kershaw is hurt. Alex Wood hasn't had a great year. Kenta Maeda's hurt. Now you have Ross Stripling pitching. He's actually done okay out in the rotation. You have Walker Buehler. And then, of course, you got Hoojin. I don't know if I think Ryu's hurt too, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe they get gear. But that's the thing with LA right now. They have a lot of injuries in their rotation right now. So the Dodger. Oh, it's And of course, LA they would like to get Julio Urias back. He's certainly, I think he's coming back from surgery still. But the Dodgers, they have had their fair share of injuries, though. But the bats have kind of bailed out the walking wounded rotation as of late. And here's the crazy part of who's on the disabled list for the Dodgers right now: Chase Utley, Tom Kohler, Rich Hill, Corey Seager, Dennis Santana, Tony Cingrani. And so Maeda, Kershaw, Hill, they're all hurt. Oh, and Ryu is currently on the disabled list, and Urias. I don't know how close Urias is to a return, but now it's just Strip. It looks like Ross Stripling has actually been pretty good in the rotation. Alex Wood and Walker Buehler have been your 3 starters. So certainly this could be a time for the Giants to pounce on the Dodgers. If this could be a good way to get yourself in the wild card conversation here, if they can get a series win in LA, then head back home face the Marlins. It's going to be an easy stretch on the next homestand for the Giants. On the next homestand, they get the Marlins again. Well, that's never an easy task in itself. Giants always play the Marlins always tend to play the Giants rough for some reason. And then they get the Friars at home. That's certainly a team that they need. That's a series they need to win. And then they get Colorado at home after the Friars before heading back on the road to play Arizona and Colorado. That's not going to be easy there. So, and it's going to be a meat grinder again in July. You're going to get once you get into July, it's going to be the D-backs, the Rockies, the Cardinals, the Cubbies. The A's are never an easy task. Then you get the A's, who's never easy. The Mariners, that's not easy. July is going to be tough for the Giants. July could be murderer's row for the Giants. They're almost going to have top contenders for the majority of July. So you're going to enjoy this easy stretch between after the Dodgers because it does not get any easier after the Friars and the Fish. After that, it's top teams, starting with Colorado. And those are going to be July is definitely going to be the dog days for the Giants. Then they get the A's before the All-Star break, so not an easy task there, and we will find out if they're contenders or pretenders by then or not. But, take care of business against the Fish. That's all you can really do is take care of business against the Marlins. And the Giants have they're 30. It's amazing that they're 33 and 32 right now. And they're battling for second place at this point. And we need to start, but the Giants need to start winning those games against Arizona and Colorado, or they will be playing for the wild card at this point. It's a good day when you have Harper going 0 for 4. And look at Crawford's average, 338 on the year now. And certainly, I think Joe Panic could use a day off tomorrow, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Alan Hansen play Game 1 in Miami. That Alan Hansen's just been a find for the Giants. It's on to Miami. Let's do the MLB Roundup for today. The White Sox beat the Red Sox 5-2. The winning pitcher was Reynaldo Lopez. Taking the loss is Rick Porcello. Not bad out. He just did not get the run support. 2 earned in 6 innings pitched for Porcello. And Lopez is looking like he's becoming the ace of the White Sox rotation. And Matt Barnes gives up 2 earned runs in 1 inning pitch. And in Toronto, the Blue Jays blow out the Orioles today, 13-3. The winning pitcher was Marco Estrada. Taking the loss and taking the pounding today was Alex Cobb. 9 earned runs in 3 2/3 innings pitched. And his ERA balloons to 7.23. Now, if there's one pitcher whose signing is looking really bad right now, it's Alex Cobb. I didn't expect him to struggle this bad this season. Marco Estrada, certainly not going to be a great trade chip for a team, but he could be one that could be bought on pennies on the dollars for a contender. Pedro Araujo, 4 earned runs in 1 inning pitch for the Orioles, and the route was on. But I certainly think there's going to be some bats and some bullpen arms available at the trade deadline for the Orioles. It's just a matter of how much time is it going to be until Dan Duquette is fired over there in Baltimore. But what a day for the bats in Toronto today. 4 for 5 with 6 that's right, 6 RBIs for Curtis Granderson today for Toronto. He hits his sixth home run of the year. Yangervis Solarte 3 for 5 for the Orioles today. Randall Grichuk goes 3 for 5 for the Orioles today. And the hit parade was on today in Baltimore for Toronto. And in Cincinnati, the Reds beat the Cardinals 6-3. Your winning pitcher, Anthony Descafani, you're taking the loss. And not a good day for Carlos Martinez. Gives up 5 earned runs in 3 2/3 innings pitched. The second terrible outing by Martinez in a row. What's worse is the 7 walks. Not a good day. A wild pitch, a hit by pitch. Definitely an outing. Not a great outing by Carlos Martinez today. And the 7 walks, that's just unacceptable for a pitcher. In Detroit today, the Indians clobber the Tigers 9-2. Your winning pitcher, Corey Kluber, 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Taking the loss, Artie Luecki. John Hicks goes 2 for 3 for the Tigers. Francisco Lindor goes 3 for 5. Lonnie Chisenhall 3 for 4. Melky Cabrera goes 2 for 3 for the Tribe today. The bullpen was terrible today for the Tigers. Drew Verhagen pitching out of the pen gives up 3 earned and 2 innings pitched. Zach Reininger, 3 earned runs and 1 inning pitched. Both could be heading back to the minors soon. And in Tampa Bay today, the Mariners beat the Rays 5-4, taking the win. James Paxton taking the loss. Jose Alvarado gives up 2 earned runs and 1 inning pitched. And it looks like Christian Arroyo and Matt Duffy are both playing in the infield now for the Rays. And it looks like Arroyo's not doing too terribly bad now in Tampa Bay. He's hitting 289. Matt Duffy's hitting 318 for the Rays right now. Nice to see that these former Giants prospects doing well in Tampa Bay. And Nelson Cruz hits his 13th home run of the year. Kyle Seager hits his 12th home run of the year for the Mariners. And in Miami, the Padres sweep the Marlins 3-1, taking the win. Clayton Richard, 7 innings pitched, only gives up an earned run. Brad Hand with his 19th save on the year. Jose Urena takes the loss. And Eric Hosmer hits his 8th home run of the year. And certainly some trade chips to watch in Miami as we play the Marlins. Dan Straley's one who could be bought on pennies on the dollar, with his trade value falling at this rate. Certainly JT Realmuto, he's going to be one to watch at the trade deadline. Starlin Castro. Certainly some players to watch as the Giants play the Fish tomorrow. That one. In Philadelphia, they salvage a game against the Brewers today, 4-3, taking the win. Zach Eflin taking the loss. Dan Jennings. And speaking of the Marlins, we have a trade to announce. Like Brad Miller was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers today. For G-Man Choi. So he's certainly a utility player, and I don't think they'll be done with trading with the Rays. They could be in the market for some pitcher by the name of Chris Archer. I've heard he's decent. Certainly could give the Brewers a boost. And a short outing out of Bob Woodruff today, an unearned run, but I think he might have left the game with an injury. No, Brandon Woodruff. And Brandon Woodruff. Okay, he was just recalled back up from AAA today. So we'll see what happens with that. It looks like they're trying to get some fresh arms in the rotation at this point for the Brewers. And in Minnesota today, the Twins beat the Angels 7-5, taking the win. Fernando Romero taking the loss. Nick Tropiano, 5 earned runs and 4 third innings pitched. Ian Kinsler goes 3 for 4 for the Halos today. Jose Fernandez 2 for 3 for the Halos today. And Tropiano roughed up 5 earned and 4 third innings pitched. Jim Johnson 2 earned runs and 1 inning pitched for the Halos. Fernando Rodney gives up 2 earned runs in 1 inning pitch for the Twins. And in Chicago today, the Pirates clobber the Cubbies 7-1. Taking the win, Ivan Nova. Taking the loss, Kyle Hendricks. Brian Dwensing, not a good day. 4 earned runs and 1/3 of an inning pitched. And a good inning out of Kyle Crick today. And I think these two teams are happy they don't have to play each other for a while. And in the Battle of Texas, the Astros prevail against the Rangers today, 8-7, taking the win. Will Harris taking the loss. Keone Kela. George Springer goes 2 for 4. Yuri Gurriel goes 4 for 5. Springer hits his 14th of the year. Gurriel gets the second home run of the year. And the Astros win this on a balk today. That's what's crazy is that the Astros win this game on a balk, and Jeff Bannister gets ejected afterwards for arguing the replay. It's a very controversial win in a way. Not too often you see a game win on a balk, and another poor outing out of Dallas Keuchel today. 6 earned runs, 13 hits, 5 earned, 6 runs, 5 earned, 13 hits in 4 1/3 innings pitched, and his ERA balloons to 4.45. This is a kind of a red alert situation for Keuchel. I'm starting to wonder if Keuchel may be injured in some way, shape, or form at this rate. I wouldn't be surprised if they skip him in his next time he's up in the rotation. Matt Moore, not that much better. 6 runs, 5 earned in 3 innings pitched. His ERA goes up to 7.88. And at this point, if I'm the Rangers, I'd consider demoting him to the bullpen and put Jesse Chavez in his spot in the rotation at this point. But yeah, very controversial win as the Astros do win it on a balk. It doesn't help Jeff Bannister's case to keep his job over there with the Rangers. was certainly ejected for arguing the call. We'll see if he's fined also by the league. Because I certainly think if you do argue on the replay, you're not just automatically ejected. You could be subject to a fine. I think. I'm going to look that up here. Yeah, they are. All right. I do. Yeah, they are. It looks like they are threatening fines. You can be fined for arguing the replay. But it looks like too they're really starting to get to the point where Tory wants the managers to cool it, and they are talking about with pace of play. This could certainly become an issue where they are talking about fining managers for rejections and a don't waste my time type of thing. Where I think fines are going to start becoming more. But I do think we'll see if Bannister gets a fine or not. But the D-backs beat the Rockies 8-3. Zach Godley gets the win, taking the loss. Kyle Freeland. Hertel Marte goes 3 for 5. Paul Goldschmidt 2 for 4. Chris Owings 2 for 4. Marte hits his 4th home run of the year. And Ian Desmond's starting to find his bat. He's at 195 now. He goes 2 for 4 in today's game. He's getting near the Mendoza line. And the A's salvage one against the Royals. 3-2, taking the win. Blake Trainin taking the loss. Jason Adam. Matt Chapman goes 1 for 3. He hits his 10th home run of the year. And it's a walk-off today by Matt Chapman. And Sean Manaea, much better outing out of him today. He's kind of struggled as a late to earn 6 Ks from Manaea today. Brad Keller, 2 earned and 4 walks today for the Royals. And today in Dodger Stadium, the LA Dodgers beat the Atlanta Braves 7-2. Taking the win is Ross Stripling, who gives up only 2 earned runs in 6 2/3 innings pitched. Sean Newcomb takes the loss for the Braves, who gives up 5 earned runs in 5 1/3 innings pitched. Logan Forsythe hits his 2nd home run of the year. Max Muncy hits his 12th home run of the year. P.K. Hernandez hits his 8th home run of the year. Ozzie Albies hits his 15th home run of the year for the Braves. Freddie Freeman hits his 12th home run of the year. And on Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN right now, the Mets currently lead the Yankees 2-0. Like Severino's not getting the run support today. Todd Frazier is currently 2 for 3. He's hit his 7th home run of the year for the Mets against his former team. Seth Lugo's actually had a pretty good start thus far. 5 innings pitched and not too terrible, not too shabby out of him. And currently in the minors, the Grizzlies currently opening a can of whoop ass on those OKC Dodgers 8-0. And this is in the 4th inning in Fresno. Garrett Stubbs 2 for 3. Kyle Tucker 2 for 3. Tyler White 2 for 3. And Guillermo Moscoso, 8 earned runs in 4 innings pitched for OKC. Not a good day. But hey, go Fresno today. Now the Grizzlies are currently at 37-25 on the year. This is kind of a rematch of the World Series of the AAA affiliates. And in Sacramento today, the River Cats beat the Sky Sox 3-2. Taking the win today for Sacramento is Daniel Camarena, who gives up an earned run in 5 1/3 innings pitched. Looks excellent right now in AAA with a 0.78 ERA in Sacramento. Definitely a kid to start watching out for in AAA. Good outing out of Ray Black today in a scoreless inning, gets the win. And Pierce Johnson was good today. And certainly the Giants are going to start taking a hard look at Ray Black at this point. Steven Duggar goes 4 for 5 in this game. Really good outing. Maybe he is ready for a call up at some point. This Duggar is starting to look like somebody who could earn a September call up at this rate, going 4 for 5. His batting average is up to 288. After struggling the first 2 months of the year, it looks like he's found his swing. Trevor Brown 2 for 4. But definitely starting to get his game up, and now the River Cats 31-33. I don't normally see the Giants AAA affiliate play this well in a year, so that's a really good sign. I'm going to look at the standings here of the PCL as we are starting to get deeper into the season. And in the PCL American Northern Division, currently the OKC Dodgers are 36-22. Colorado Springs 32-29. The Storm Chasers 28-34. The Iowa Cubs 23-37 on the year. In the American Southern Division, the Redbirds have a 38-26 record. That would be the St. Louis Cardinals AAA affiliate. The Nashville Sounds are 30-30. The New Orleans Baby Cakes 29-34, the Miami Marlins affiliate. The Rock Express 29-34. And in the Pacific Northern, it's the two Highway 99 teams currently first and second, with the Fresno Grizzlies at 37-25 on the year, and the Sacramento River Cats 31-33 in their 7 games. So it's looking like the Grizzlies are going to probably lock up another playoff run here. I wouldn't mind seeing that here in Fresno. The Tacoma Rainiers 30-33 on the year. Reno Aces 29-35. And in the Pacific Southern Division, the Salt Lake Bees currently are in first place. The Albuquerque Isotopes in second at 32-21. The El Paso Chihuahuas, the San Diego Padres AAA affiliate, at 31-32. And the Las Vegas 51s, the New York Mets AAA affiliate, at 26-38 on the year. So certainly it's starting to get fun here in. So really, the Grizzlies, the River Cats are 7 games back of the Grizzlies, but they're actually are actually competitive in AAA this year. That's got to be good. That's got to be good for the Giants. And on to the schedule for the AAA teams this week, for both the Grizzlies and the River Cats. And I'm also going to look up the schedule for the rest of the Pacific Division because this is a tight race. And come on, come on, come on now. So right now the schedules are going to get that much better. So start Monday, the River Cats will play the. So okay, Fresno will play the OKC again on Monday. No games Tuesday. Wednesday, the Grizzlies start a series against the Iowa. Nope. Fresno goes on the road to play the New Orleans Baby Cakes. And Sacramento heads to Texas to play the Round Rock Express for a few games. Then on the weekend, going into next week, are they playing 5-game series? Come on, load, load, load. Then Sacramento will go to New Orleans to play the Baby Cakes, and Fresno goes to Round Rock to play the Express. That's just how it works between the two California PCL teams. And also, there was a bench clearing brawl in the International League between former former MLB pitcher Matt Latos. We'll see if he'll probably get suspended in the. He'll probably get suspended in the Independent League. But this was the Can-Am League between the New Jersey Jackals and the Rockland Boulders, with Latos throwing inside, and then they threw one at Krause's head in the second, which caused a big brawl, which would probably be a long suspension coming up for Matt Latos, who's trying to work his way back into the major leagues, and that doesn't help things. Not at all. When you're playing, and this is an independent league. Can-Am League is an independent league in the Northeastern. They're not affiliated with any teams either. So it's just probably one last gasp for Matt Latos before he hopefully calls it a career at some point. But now on to schedules for other teams this week. Let's start with the D-backs. First place Arizona Diamondbacks have games this week against. They are at home against Pittsburgh for 3. And they get the New York Mets for 3 this week. So they are at home against the Pirates and the Mets this week. Certainly an opportunity for them to pad their first place lead. And a team, the Giants, are currently tied with the Dodgers. Before we play them, they get the Texas Rangers for 2 before they play a 3-game series at Dodger Stadium. They have a pretty easy week this week. And the Colorado Rockies, they get Colorado goes to Philadelphia. That's not going to be easy. Then they go to Texas for 3. So Kind of a toss up there, as Colorado is starting to is going through hard times right now, and then the Friars. The Friars, oh, not easy. They go to St. Louis to play the Cardinals for 3 this week. Come on, don't do this to me. There we go. They get the Cardinals and the Braves, so this is certainly a week where we could see the Friars fall out of it again. Well, if it's on to Florida, get the easy wins while you can. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back on tomorrow after the Giants play the Marlins at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Hopefully, Dwayne Kuiper will be back by then. Kind of not the same with it being just adios pelota and of course Dave Fleming. And if he goes on assignment, then you may have to get Greg Papa to do games. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll have Dwayne Kuiper back for the next roadie, or we might have to get Greg Papa. Who knows? But have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good night. Bye. And don't. We are 2 weeks away from buyers or sellers already, so that's starting up soon as we are getting into the month of June. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow.